my channel. My name is Cynthia. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to draft out this beautiful cut wedding dress you're seeing here. Alright, so I have 2 yards of fabric here. I'm using this, it's more of like poly fabric, but it's looking light. It's a very light poly with a shiny surface. Okay, so I'll be using this for the yoke. As you can see, it has a very elaborated yoke on it. So I'll be using this for my yoke area. It's going to have also a turtle neck, but I'll be showing you how to make that a perfect turtleneck that fits very well. Okay, so if today is your first time of coming to this channel, I want to say thank you very much for coming. And if you've not subscribed, please do by subscribing. With this, YouTube can also recommend us to other YouTubers who are yet to know about our channel. Alright, so I want to say thank you very much to all my subscribers and all our returning subscribers who always come back to view our channel. I want to say I appreciate what you've been doing. Thank you very much. Very soon we are hitting our first 2,000. I'm so excited. Very soon, let's say maybe in a week or 2 weeks time. I just want to say thank you for your hard work, for watching. Thank you very much. Alright, so we go right into the class. So these are the measurements I'll be working with: bust 45, under bust 38.5, waist 42, hip 50, under bust 15.5. The gown length is 46, and the shoulder I'm working with is 17. And so I went ahead to draft out my basic bodice. And so you need to draft out your basic bodice. And then I took my neck measurement. Now, as you can see, I took the dip of 2.7 and the width of 2.7 and the dip of 2.7, and this is for the back side. The back side, the width is the same thing, while the dip is 1.7. So I'll go ahead to put my neck curve. I'll curve out the neck and also curve this one. Remember, this is for the back and this is for the front. Also, okay, the next we are going to do now is to put our shoulder measurement. The shoulder I'm working with, the shoulder slope, sorry. So I'll take 1 inch there and then I'll slope my shoulder. So once I do this, I'll take my nipple to nipple measurement. Remember, the bust we're working is 45. I'm supposed to use 4.5, but because it's almost closer to 4.6, so I'll be using 5 inches for my nipple to nipple measurement. Now, if you're wondering how I got this bust span separation measurement, I'll be putting a link below on how to get your bust span separation measurement. I'll be putting a link below so that you go and understand how I got the nipple to nipple line. Or better still, you can measure your clients to know their bust span separation. To measure their bust span separation, you measure from the beginning of the first nipple to the end of the other nipple. So what I have is, for this client, is 10 inches. Remember, we are cutting on fold. We divide it by 2, we have 5. So I'm going to put my 5 inches here. So I'm going to connect it until it touches my bust point. Alright, so I'll be using princess dart for this work. I have a lot of video on how to cut a princess dart. I'll also put the link below. Alright, now, but I'm going to still teach it. So now I'm going to take 2 inches here. I'll put 2 inches here, and I'll take 1 inch on this part, and then I'll connect. I'll make it touch the under bust line. Now this is our armhole, our bust point, under bust, waist, and our allowance. So once I connect this, you can see the distance from the bust point to the under bust is very high. So I'll be coming down with 1.5. Alright, so come down with 1.5. So with my curved ruler, I'm going to connect I'm going to connect the lines. I'll connect this one first. And then I'll connect this one. Okay, so once I do this, it's time to connect the armhole area. So now to connect the armhole of this client I'm working with is 23. 23 divided by 2, I have 11.5. So I'm going to draft out, I'm going to measure 11.5. So try and measure the armhole round of your client. Now 11.5, I'm going to still break it down into 2. 11.5 divided by 2, I should have around 5.75, which is around here. So from 5.75 here, we're going to connect together. So I'm connecting this way. Okay, so once I connect this way, I'm going to extend my measurement with 1 inch, okay, so that will not be short of fabric. So always extend. And again, before I continue again, I'll come down here with 1 inch. All right, from here I come down with what, 1 inch. So from this 1 inch now, I'll connect it again. Now the reason why we are doing this, so that it prevents all those brushing you see around your armhole area. So I'm going to connect this way. Okay, so it's nothing to worry about. So now I'm going to still extend it with 1 inch, so that it will not be short of fabric while you are joining. So now I have a new armhole curve. I have a new armhole line. Okay, I'll use a free hand. So I'm going to extend the 2 lines. I'll extend this and also extend this. Now the reason why I need these 2 lines, I'll be using this to cut the back and use this to cut the front. Now again, we will not end there. We'll come to this place, right from this line, this shoulder line that came to the armhole. I'll come there, I'll take 0.75. Still, because I don't want any bulge around my armhole side. I want to release all those allowances around there. So that's why I'm doing this. Now this 0.75, take it very well. 0.75 is here. I'm going to connect it to the shoulder. Okay, so we are through with everything about this place. Now it's time to take our measurement. The bust I'm working with is 45. Divided by 4, I have 11.25. And then I'll add 3 inches for my allowance. The underbust I'm working with is 38.5. 38 divided by 4, I have 9.5 plus I should have 9.6. All right, so we'll just put it here. And then I'll put back my darts. I have my dart of 3 inches, and then I'm going to add allowance of 3 inches. So now, if you know me very well, you know that it's with the highest measurement we use. Forget about the waist. I want this cloth to snatch on the waist side, so I'm not touching the waist. So from here, I'm going to connect it to meet my armhole line with the highest measurement we have. So this is it for our princess dart. Okay, so now it's time to get our yoke. And now if you look at the picture, you discover that the yoke is very, very deep. Now what will happen is this. I'm going to come down to this place. I'll come down from the underbust, from the waist, not from the allowance. I'll come up with at least I'll come up with 2 inches from the waist part. I'll come up with 2 inches, and then I'm going to connect it to somewhere here. From here, I'm going to take I'll take 6 inches here. Sorry, 5.5 here. 5.5 inches. So I'm going to connect these markings to this place. All right, now this is how we are connecting. If you have a very curved ruler like mine, you'll be at an advantage, but if you don't, you just manage what you have. So I'm going to come in this way first. And so once I get to this place, I'm going to try and curve in this, okay, my free hand. All right, so this is what I have. Okay, you can decide to use your hand or use whatever you want. So this is it here. Okay, so you see where I stopped mine. So this is it for the upper side. And now I'm going to cut out with this. I'll cut out the back side. You know how we do our process, that we use the front to cut out the back. So let's do it together. Okay, so I'm able to cut out the front. Now I also want the back to have yoke. So what I'm going to do is the back is going to have yoke, so I'm going to come down with 10 inches, which is from here. Come down with 10 inches here. Remember, we added 2 inches for our zipper allowance, so try to indicate that 2 inches, which is also here. All right, so here I'm going to take, I'll take 5 inches from here. All right, so I'm going to connect. I'll connect it to touch the 10 inches here, and then we'll go this way. Okay, so we'll go this way. Okay, so this is how we cut our back. Remember, this is our 2 inches for zip allowance. This is the zip allowance here. So we are not touching the zip allowance, so please don't forget. So I'll cut it out. So this is the front part. You can see the yoke. These are fronts, and this is our back. So I'm going to go ahead to trace out to draft out the collar, and then I'll come and show you how. I'll show you the process of cutting the collar part. And then for the down part, I won't be showing it. It's just to cut a normal straight cut skirt. I also have the video on how to cut that one. I'll put the link below so you go and watch it. All right, so this is upper side. Now I'm going to do the collar. Now to make the collar, I'm going to have to join the two shoulders together. Remember, I cut it this way. All right, I cut it this way, but I'm going to trace it out on the fabric so that I can join the two shoulders. I'll measure it round so that I'll know what I have before I start cutting the collar. Now I forgot to cut this. I'm going to also cut it. So I'll go and I'll cut out my fabrics, join the two shoulders together so that I will know the measurement of my neck round. Now we're not sewing in this tutorial, just cutting. In our next tutorial, I'll not show you how to do the joining, but I'll show you how to cut your collar right away. So let's go cut the fabric, join the shoulders, get our neck, and then we'll come back to cut our collar. All right, so you're going to fold your fabric. I have my paper here, so I folded it like a triangle. All right, you can see I folded like a triangle. Folded like a triangle. All right, you should fold this way. You can see how it is. So I'm going to use the down part, which is here, and then get your pattern. This is the pattern. Okay, you get the pattern. You're going to place this way, and I am going to trace out exactly what I have here. I'll trace it out. Now I'm going to trace out exactly what I have here. As you can see from the picture, so try and trace out exactly what we have here. So once I trace this out, I'm going to add extra 5 inch. Okay, let's add extra 5 inch there. So I'm adding extra 5 inch to that place. Alright, so take note of that. So I'm going to extend that extra 5 inch. Alright, so I'm looking for a plus size. That's why I'm using 5. If it's if the person is not a plus size, you can use 4.5. Okay, so now I will come down here by let's say 4.5 inch. All right, now I'm not going to just mark it straight. I'll just put my ruler like this, as if I'm marking angle 90, and then I'll connect. Okay, so now I have connected. Now I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to set it aside. And then I'm going to take depend on how wide you want yours to be. I'll take 2.5 here, and I'll take 3 inches somewhere here, and then to connect it towards this place. All right, so but here I'm going to take 1 inch here, and then I'll start connecting from here like a V. So with the help of my curved ruler, with the help of this ruler, I'm going to use this. Okay. Alright, so this is it. I'm going to cut it out. Alright, cut it out here, from here. So around here, I'm going to just smoothen here a little. Okay, so cut it out. Now, as you can see, this is it. I'm going to place my pattern on here so that you see how it's looking. So let's assume this is a pattern here. Okay, and here. So we are going to be joining it this way. Hope you can see what I'm doing now. So we join it this way. Let me place it the other way around so that you see it. Join this way. So join this way, and then it will stand, or it will fall off like this. All right, so this is it here. It's going to start from somewhere exactly here, and then we'll join. Then these remaining parts will fall off. Okay, remaining parts will fall off. All right, so I'm going to draft out the collar now. Now, to make a very perfect collar, we are going to still fold diagonally. We're going to fold as in by angle 90. Okay, so you can see I have the paper here. I'll just fold this way. That is if you want that type of collar that sits perfectly on the neck. So once I fold, oh sorry, I have thought there, but to manage it that way. So once I fold it, I'm going to measure 10 inches. I'm actually going to use 11 today. The person's neck round I'm working with is 18 inches. So I'm going to use 11. So I'll just keep going with 11. Inches. So I'll connect the 11 inches. So this is our 11 inches. So now I'm going to come on the down part. Now determine how wide we want it to be. So let's see if we have exactly what we want. Okay, now I should have something like 9.5 because I'm using half towards. Okay, so like 9.5. So now I'm going to take 2 inches for my collar's height. All right, it all depends on what you want to take. By the time I take half inch for folding upper side and half inch to join it to the main fabric, I will be left with 1 inch. So I'm using 2 inches. So connect 2 inches. Hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to cut it out. So I'll cut it out. So you should have something that looks what like this. All right, so we've come to the end of the tutorial. This is the back side. All right, okay, and by the next tutorial I'll be teaching you how to couple them together. So this is the back side. I'll set this aside and I'll show you the front side. And this is the front side, and we are going to be adding this, that's the cape, on somewhere around here. So you can see how it is. We're adding this somewhere around this place for the cape. Okay, so this is it. Hope you can see it well. Let me carry the camera back. So this is how it's going to look like. It's going to stand somehow like this. And then we add the collar. This is our collar. All right, so I also drafted out the sleeve, and also, so this is the sleeve. Okay, I have a video on how to cut the sleeve. I'll put it, this is the front and this is the back. Okay, so by next tutorial I'm going to teach you how to couple these ones together. All right, so if this tutorial was very helpful, please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I beg you in the name of God, subscribe. All right, I'm going to see you again in my next tutorial. I'm Cynthia. Remain blessed. Bye bye.